Hi guys, this is Angie from Don't Pay Retail Thrift, and I'm going to share two really fun estate sales that I went to. One was a typical estate sale from a new company that I have not dealt with before, who I was happy to find out had really excellent prices. And the second one was an estate sale that was just run by the family, which was by the time I got to it, it was pretty much most everything was sold, but I got a couple of really cool things that I just absolutely love. So this is kind of a neat one because this is probably one where nothing I got is for sale. So it made it really fun for me because everything I got, I am definitely keeping. So the first one was these two sweet little elderly women. They were selling their mother who was like close to 100 had passed away, and she was an artist, not really famous, but an artist in the Denver area. But they were just so sweet to talk to. But anyway, a couple things I just got actually two things, if you count these three pins as one. And this was a crazy one because they didn't have a lot of stuff priced, and I could tell by the way they were talking, they were very, very attached to the items. And so I thought, well, there's probably not going to be much I'm going to get here. But I did pick up a couple Christmas items, and if you know me, I never not buy Christmas. But she wanted, one was like this handmade Christmas tree thing out of paper egg cartons that her mother had made, and it was really cute and sweet, and it had all these little tiny little attachments in each little egg hole. I mean, it was gorgeous, but I looked at it, and she wanted $10 for it. And I thought, I cannot pay $10 for that. I can go home and make one. I probably have enough stuff in my hoard of stash. So anyway, I ended up putting that back, which is, I don't normally do, but like I said, it was $10. And there was something else that was Christmassy that I did not get because she just wanted too much. But the one thing I did get from her, she dealt with me on these pins, and they are so sweet. I paid $1 a piece for these Christmas pins. And this is just a cute little boot with a little dog in it. Just really pretty and colorful. It has some kind of mark down there, but I don't care about that. These are for me. I love these. So I got that one for $1. I got this really cute Christmas tree for $1, which I think has all of its little beads in it. It does. I just love that one. That's for me as well. And this one was my absolute favorite. It's enamel. You can tell it's enamel. It's a partridge in a pear tree. It has one little maybe crack right there, but you can't feel it. You can see it. Let's see if it was marked. I don't know if it's marked, but it didn't matter. This one was so pretty. At first she wanted like $3 a piece, and I just couldn't do that. But anyway, I was really thankful that she dealt with me on these because I loved this one, and I was going to get this one no matter what. But those were really sweet and cute, and I was really glad I got those. And then the second thing I got from her, and the reason that I put back the Christmas stuff, like I said, her mother was an artist. Her name was Nita Musser. I think she had a lot of watercolors and prints and things. Some were framed, some were not. But I had my Christmas stuff and these pins, and I was like, okay, I'll buy these. But then when I got to the front to pay, I didn't see they had a table that had some prints on them. And this is a watercolor. It's probably a little bigger than an 8 by 10. Maybe it's 11. I'm not sure. And it's rolled up because I stuck it in the wall behind the picture to keep it safe, and it rolled on me. But this is so pretty to me. I'm going to try to pan out so you can see it all. It is Morning Glories, which is like, they were just talking about their mother, and it was so sweet. And Morning Glories is a flower that my mother when I was a little girl, used to always plant on our fence when in this house we lived in where I was born. And I love them, and blue flowers are like my absolute favorite. When I saw this, I was like, I didn't even know how much she was going to charge me, but I thought, I have got to have that. So I started talking to her about it, and I put the Christmas stuff back, and because at the time, I had been to a few of their sales, and I really didn't have a lot of cash left. But I want to say I paid up for this. I think I paid $8, but I absolutely love it. And she was so happy that I loved it, and that because they were so attached to their mother's stuff, and I didn't want to see this just get, I don't know what it would have happened to it, but I am going to frame it and put it in my kitchen probably, or somewhere. It reminds me of my mom. I do plant these now, but this year my husband planted them for me, and they're coming up a different color. They're like dark purple, not the really pretty like sky blue that they normally are supposed to be, kind of like that color blue. But anyway, I just loved it. And I was so excited because I love other people's craft. I've said that many times in my videos. I will pay for someone else's craft. And that is so pretty. And she was so happy that I decided to take that and display it in my home. I told her that's what I was doing, and I would think of her mother as well as mine every time I looked at it. So that was really sweet. I love sales like that. I love people like that. But that was awesome. But you see what I did to it. It kind of folded up, but once I frame it, it'll be fine. And then the other sale I went to, I actually went to first, and I was so excited. Well, it was an estate sale, like I said, with a company that I had never heard of. And their prices, this was not this last day. Their prices were, I thought, a little bit high. But after I was there for a few minutes, I heard the guy saying, you know, tomorrow's half price, but today we'll deal if you just make us an offer. So I thought, okay, well, let's see. Well, I found a few things in the basement. The first thing I found in the basement was this set in the original box of these Homeco. Oh, I forget what these are called. I do that all the time. You know what these are called. They're like the candle things. But anyway, I have ran them through the dishwasher because they were very, very dusty. But they are such a beautiful red. Each one is in perfect shape. Now and each one was still wrapped in the box in tissue. And each one had a little helpful burning hints for your votive cups. Yeah, duh. So I don't know if they were ever used. Now, there was only 5 instead of 6, but it didn't matter. And this was not priced, so I thought, well, I'll just take it up there and see what they say. There was a guy and a woman running the sale. So I grabbed those, and I absolutely love them. And I'll tell you what I paid in just a second. In the basement also, they had a lot of little ornaments, but a lot of them were not really my taste. I got this precious little bird because blue is just my absolute favorite color. It has a little marking somewhere on that star, but I can't read it again, of course. But I loved him, just a little clip-on Christmas bird. And then there was this purple one, which also, you can see that marking. It says China, but I've seen that marking before, and I can't remember what it is, but I know I've looked it up before. But he's just another little glittery, pretty little bird. I don't have a lot of birds in my ornaments, so when I see a pretty one that is in really decent shape, I like to pick them up. So I got those, and I got this precious little plastic made in Hong Kong little Santa and a little house with a tree. This was so cute. It was also not priced, or if it was, I don't remember what it was priced. But this is adorable. I love it. I was not going to leave that. Like I said, they're Christmas. They didn't have a lot that I really liked. And then I also found, you might have seen in my last video, I talked about highlights and how I absolutely love them. I never heard of this book before, but this is the Teacher's Jumbo Holiday Handbook. Creative Suggestions from Highlights for Children, 275 Original Craft Ideas. And this was so cute. Look at this. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, Mother's Day, year-round ideas. This was in almost like never used. I mean, it has some little wear from age. It's dated 1963, but the pages on the inside are in great shape. I don't think anybody used it and made any crafts, but it is so stinking cute. And yes, I am going to be looking at it, and yes, I'm going to be making some crafts out of this book. So maybe if they turn out okay and they're not really silly. Oh, remember those little spoons I got recently? I can make a little puppet out of a spoon. But yeah, I love this. Adorable, adorable. But look, the pages are in such great shape. Okay, so then to what I paid. So I had these things I just showed you, and I saw these. Oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. Look at these strawberry dishes. Most people don't know me personally, but I am not a cook. I'm not a really good cook. I try, but my husband's like the cook of the family. We've had our same pots from when we got married. Like recently, I said I was married 25 years. Actually, I surpassed that. I've been married like 33, I think. But we've had the same pots since then, and we actually found a really nice, expensive set of pots, brand new, in a storage locker auction that he wanted to keep, but I insisted on selling because we sold them for like $300. But anyway, long story short, I loved these dishes, these pots. Oh my God, they're like enamelware. They are strawberries with kind of a creamy background. They are from Sheffield, Strawberries and Cream, made in Taiwan. Okay, these are in the garage. This one, okay, let me put this one aside for a second. This one was marked $7. This one was marked $8. And this little one was marked $5. So when I heard him saying, okay, I'll deal, I grabbed this one because it's like, I thought, well, okay, that's probably the one I will use the most, you know. I grabbed this one, the book, the birds, the little Santa, and the votives. And I took it up front, and the lady was actually checking out. And sometimes ladies want to charge more than men. You know, usually the men are the better ones if it's this kind of stuff. If it was tools, you'd want the lady. But anyway, not to offend anyone. I didn't mean to say that way, but that's just what I found in my experience. I took all this up there, and I was like, okay, he had given a deal to the guy in front of me, and she had, and I said, well, I heard you giving him a good deal. How about, what will you give me for this? She looked at it, and she looked at all of it, and she said, how about $5? And I grabbed the $5 out of my purse faster than I ever have before and left. I was like, oh my God, okay, yeah, that's great, thank you. I left. I went to my truck, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going back and getting the other ones. So I went back, and I got this one and this one, which is like the stock pot. And if you see, look at the great shape they're in, which I ran them through the dishwasher, and then I scrubbed them with some Barkeeper's Friend, but I didn't really need to. I just felt like I should. So I took those and went back, and I came back, and when I went back in and grabbed these two, and there was some things in the kitchen, some glassware that I was going to get, but I was so excited about getting the strawberry pots that I forgot them. So I took this pot and this pot up to the guy. Now this time I went back, the guy was ringing up, and I said, well, she gave me such a great deal on my other ones. I just, I said, on all my other stuff, I just had to come back and get these. And he said, well, what'd she charge you? And I said, well, I got a pot, and I got this and this. And I said, she charged me $5. And he said, okay, well, how about $3? So I was so happy that day. I mean, I could have paid more, and I would have paid more, but I love it when I get a deal. It's like the rush of the deal. And if they're willing to sell it for it, then that's fine. You know, they're still making money. But so I paid $8 for all of this, and I was just ecstatic because I did look these up, and I've seen where they sell on eBay for fairly decent money. But no. These are staying with me. Because these are, I will set these on my stove just for decoration. I mean, I'll use them too, but I love them. I was so excited. But this also reminds me of my mother. She also, when she had those morning glories growing, she had my dad had built her a little strawberry tower where she had strawberries growing. It just brings back such happy memories. And my father-in-law, after he retired, he had a strawberry farm in Macon County, Alabama, where he grew strawberries, blueberries, vegetables, and it was always so fun to go out there and pick strawberries and vegetables. We just loved it. We miss it so much. He's since retired again from that and moved away, but it just brings back so many family memories for me. I just love it. So anyway, I hope you loved the video as well. Comment, share, subscribe, like. I'd love to hear some comments. Tell me what you think. Did I get a good deal? Do you like my stuff? But yeah, and look for the next video. Have a great day. I'll see you later.